I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to remove something in Lightroom from a photo. So we have this cute picture of these two girls on horses, and we have this jump back here, and then we've got this, so we've got this little hay thing over here and this jump over here that we want to remove. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, and to zoom in, I'm on a MacBook. I'm going to use the gesture to spread my fingers, and you can see I already started on it. So what you do is you go over here and you select the spot removal tool, and then you get some options. You've got the size, so it shows right here the size, and then remember that the second circle around it is the feathering. So if I want to increase the feathering, it makes it more blended, but in this case I don't think I need to increase the feathering. And then the opacity, I'm going to keep it at 100. So now I've got my circle, and to make it larger or smaller, I'm going to do the gesture of the two fingers up or down like this, and that is going to make it larger or smaller. I really only wanted the size of the object that I'm editing, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in again. Okay, so there we go. So now I've got it. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm just going to click right with the spot that I want to remove. So I click there, and then it says, oh, do you want it to look like this up here? No, I don't. So I'm going to drag this over here right next to it. So this is what I'm removing, and this is the target of what it's going to look like, what I'm copying. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to get rid of this little green piece right here. And again, I think I'll move it over here. There we go. And then make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm just going to drag up this piece of wood. And I'm going to move the target right next to it, because that's probably pretty close to what it should look like. Shadowing and everything is pretty similar. And then right here, I'm going to do this again. And now I'm going to have to find something on the wood that kind of matches it. And you can also use if you're having a hard time getting it really where you want to adjust it. So I'm going to use my arrow keys to get that lined up better. So see there, oh, too far. There we go. And there's a little delay on it sometimes. So there we go. That looks pretty good. And if I want to actually see it without the circles on it, I just have to go off of the image, and then it shows it. So you can see that I should maybe do a little bit more feathering. So I'm going to go back and click on that one. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change my feathering to around 70 and see what that looks like. I might increase it a little bit more. Let's see. There we go. I think that's better. And remember, people aren't going to be examining the background. You know, they're looking at the focal point of the picture. So then I'm going to reduce my feathering again, put it down around 40. And I'm going to put this and change that to something right next door, just so it's more in line. I'm going to go over here to adjust where I am on the screen. There we go. And we'll do that again. And I think that's nice because it actually picked the post, whereas this one, so maybe I'll just move my target over here so that it leaves that post in there. There we go. And I'm gonna do the same thing. It's starting to get smarter, so see how it's picking the post again next to it. And then I'm just adjusting a little bit with my arrow keys. And I'm going to shrink this, and I'm just going to go straight across here, and I'm going to tell it, oh, yep, it picked wood, so that works.
Hey, Mommy.
And,
Mommy!
All right, it's picking where we left off, so then I'm going to go ahead and do this piece right here. And it picked up from that post, but I'm going to move it over to this one. And I'm using my arrow keys to kind of adjust it a little bit. There we go. And it looks like I missed one little spot right here. So I'm going to shrink this, and it won't let you select it if you've already done it. So what you can do is click outside and then go into it, and it'll let you select it. And so there, now it's picking that up. So then I'll drag my cursor off the screen, and you can see there's a little line there. I could adjust that if I start from the outside again, drag it over. There we go. And this one, I'm not sure I love what it picked for me right there. So let's maybe remove that. And then maybe just increase the feathering on it so that it's a little bit more blended. And then this one right here too, I'll increase this one. I'll increase the feathering on too, so it's a little bit more blended. And then we'll zoom back out and take a look, and it's gone.